and welcome to a brand new edition of DUTV. I'm Kendra Edmonds.
And I'm Alma Flores, and together we'll bring you the happenings in, on, around, and off the DU campus this semester.
But we'll start on campus with a huge grand opening.
That's right, Kendra. After 2 years of construction, the O'Reilly Family Event Center is finally a reality.
The 3,100-seat arena opened with a bang, and a DUTV camera was there.
First of all, I just want to ask you what your first impressions are when you walk in.
I said, wow.
Wow. Wow.
Kind of like a wow. You know, I thought it was going to be nice, but it's way past that. So
I think it's beautiful.
I love the brightness of it. I love the openness of it. And the first comment that I had made whenever people begin to ask me what I thought about the arena, I said the thing that impresses me that it's really bright and it's really open and it's really beautiful.
Unbelievable, the colors.
You can't beat red and gray and black.
We've needed this for a long time.
It's a small atmosphere that makes you feel like you're in a big time place. It's great. It's great.
I'm beyond stunned.
The thing that hit me first of all tonight was the technology and the lights. This is so state of the art. I mean, it's exciting. It's wonderful.
And I'm particularly impressed by the way it's laid out, coming up like the real pit.
This facility was built without tax dollars, without student fees, without faculty assessments. It was built with people that believe in Drury like we do.
It's awesome. We've waited so long for this, and it's beyond my wildest dream.
Thank you all for coming out. Price tag for the O'Reilly Center is $13.5 million, $6 million of that coming from the O'Reilly family.
But it's not the only new thing on campus this fall.
No ma'am, Wallace Hall also has a whole new look to it.
Did you know that Wallace Hall opened 85 years ago, and chances are it's never looked better?
Wallace is just a building. It's the people inside it that make it great, but the renovations definitely help and people notice a difference.
Now with new sinks, new central heat and air, new electrical and internet connections, or in other words, fully renovated rooms. And to meet the ADA standards, there is now an elevator connecting all 3 floors.
I don't really like it because I have tile floor and my room is really, really small.
Well, you know, Kendra, you can't please everybody.
I guess you can't. The renovations are possible thanks to a gift from Mrs. Louise Grosbeck Wallace in memory of her husband, Washington Ivering Wallace.
You also can't help but notice the new green space of campus.
This space, once occupied by Bell and Turner Halls, is now officially the Kelly Green Space, complete with walking paths, benches, vegetation, and new sports field. You'll have to stay off it a little longer till the grass takes hold, but the shaded seating areas are good to go.
It's pretty nice, just looks like a little comfortable space for people to come and hang out and maybe do homework.
Hey, don't touch that dial.
DUTV will be right back, and we'll be taking a look at the scene shop.
We'll also see a good old-fashioned protest here on campus.
hands can do incredible things. Now they can even help save a life with hands-only CPR. If you see an adult suddenly collapse, just call 911, then push hard and fast in the center of the chest until help arrives. Learn more at handsonlycpr.org.
There's a natural resource that exists everywhere on the planet that could help end poverty, yet it's been largely ignored. That resource is women. In many of the world's poorest communities, their potential often remains untapped.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
I am powerful.
It's a source of power the world can no longer afford to overlook. She has the power to change her world. You have the power to help her do it.
Welcome back.
Censoring books in public schools is back in the news in the Ozarks.
2 districts have banned books that were considered literary classics.
Coincidentally, the American Library Association recently held its annual Banned Book Week, and professors and students here at Drury took part in speaking out against censorship.
She was low, plain low, in the morning, standing 4 feet 10 in one sock. She was Lola in slacks. She was Dolly at school. She was Dolores on the dotted line, but in my arms she was always Lolita.
We are celebrating so many of those books that have been removed and reading them aloud to hear them and really appreciate them.
For a baby, she throws a powerful spell, said Denver. No more powerful than the way I loved her, Cephie said.
We're an open society. We need to have a free flow of information, and I think that it's really important that we have wide access to all kinds of literature that has value.
What did you say to me, Potter? I told you to shut up about my dad. I know the truth, all right? He saved your life. Dumbledore told me.
When you ban a book, you're basically saying, I don't think you're smart enough, or I don't think you have the wherewithal to make those kind of decisions.
There comes a point where you have to say what you think, and you have to say it loudly. And I think this is one of those times.
Billy had been on Trafalmador for 6 earthling months now. He was used to the crowd. Escape was out of the question.
You've got to give students a chance to experience, to be disgusted, to be exhilarated, to learn on their own.
I think it's really a testimony to the open-mindedness of Drury. You know, we come here and we're free to learn whatever we want and express ourselves in whatever way we want.
A total of 25 readers spoke at the all-day event, including our very own Dean, Charles Taylor.
The start of another semester means 3 new productions from Drury's theater department.
That's why the Scene Shop is a very busy place this semester. Over the course of the semester, over 70 students will build several different sets, all of them under the supervision of Greg Marshall. Greg Marshall has served as Drury's technical director for over 8 years.
This is for sure my favorite job that I've had. You can really see in a job like this the impact that you have, you know, the things you leave people with.
Future shows this semester include the musical Company and student-directed one-acts.
Becoming an organ donor can very easily save lives.
Yes, Kendra, and while becoming an organ player won't save any lives, it does do for some alone time in the Stone Chapel. This story is produced by Drury student Zach Slate.
My name is Patrick Smith. I'm a senior accounting major at Drury, and I've been playing organ for 4 years. I've always taken piano, well, since I was 6 years old anyway, and I was interested in how the organ worked. I knew that it was a keyboard kind of like piano, so I thought that would make it easier. That's not necessarily the case, but it's just you have a lot of control of a lot of sound. Typical week, this last semester at Drury, I'm studying for CPA, so I study for approximately 15 to 20 hours a week for that. And I work in Branson on Tuesdays and Thursdays, and free time from there. I try to get in 30 minutes to an hour a day of practice on organ. My involvement in the music department at Drury's given me a lot of opportunities. With Drury Singers, I've traveled to England, Scotland, Italy. We had the opportunity to sing at Mass at the Vatican and at St. Mark's. Playing organ is definitely a stress relief. It's kind of an escape from the day. I can go to the chapel, I'm by myself, it's quiet. The atmosphere of the chapel is serene. I can't say that I planned on being as involved in the music department at Drury when I was a freshman as I am now, but it's definitely given me a lot of opportunities that I'll appreciate the rest of my life.
Well, that's going to do it for this edition of DUTV. I'm Kendra Edmonds.
And I'm Alma Flores. See you next time.
Bye, guys.